Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me for the final mission of my campaign, Spectre Operation Tarkov. In the last mission, we were trying to escape the board, but our extraction helicopter was shut down by the Black Division, and now we are being hunted. Mission 10 Hunted Introduction. You are being hunted by the Black Division. That groups work directly for Terra Group and is not being contracted like USEC. No clue why they attacked you, but you don't have time to think of it anyway. The safe zone is really close. Try to head there and just save your life. The objective is to reach the safe zone entry. The location is at a gas station. For the game setup, I will set up a table more long than large. My team will spawn at one side and we need to reach the other side. At the start of turn 3, 2 Black Division soldiers will spawn where I will actually start. At start of turn 4, 4 new Black Division soldiers, and at turn 6, another 4 Black Division soldiers will spawn behind me. For the enemy force deck, I have 3 enemy level 1, no level 2, no level 3, the rest is clear. So hopefully we might never see any scavs during that mission and we'll just need to escape or maybe just face off those Black Division soldiers, but they are really tough, so not sure what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's the setup for that mission. Now let's have a look at the board. So this is the board for our final mission. So in case you didn't saw, in the last mission I actually extracted in that same area, next to that forest and that water tower. So here we are just really at the end of the last mission. We don't have time to go to the traders, we just escaped the board from here last time and we arrive near that gas station. There are a couple of placement tokens. On purpose I have less than what I used to place. I have, I think, 8 placement tokens and I have 12 cards with just 3 potential enemies on the whole board, so hopefully we won't encounter them. So here I have only 2 mens remaining. I have Ozone here and Archer. Archer is the one equipped with the secure container. The Black Division is just there, just next, just behind me. They are on my tracks. And yeah, that's the setup. Was a quick setup since we don't go to the trader to sell and buy some stuff, so we can get straight into the action. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. So, turn 1, my team start over here. It will be also the starting point for the enemy faction. So now I'm going to straight, actually, yeah, the extract is all the way down here. So when I pass that gate here, that's where the extract is located. So I can either go inside the middle of Main Street here, or I can go in the container area and exit through that small door and end in the extraction zone. So yeah, right now I still don't know. I will see first what enemy we have here in the gas station. So let's jump onto the movement phase now. End of the movement phase, my team is here. Now let's have a look at the enemy that are close by. Let's actually try to find my scatter dice first. So, for that first token, here I'm rolling the 2 dice. So it's not moving, but is facing toward the entrance of the gas station. Now this one here, not moving but facing this way, and do we have third one? We have one here that we can roll. So he's moving 6 inches in the opposite direction, so that's cool. And we have one just behind here. He's moving 6 inches toward the entrance of that compound. And we have here on the back, moving 1 inches here. I'm going to pause the camera just to move the other placement token. Placement token have moved. End of that turn, we jump onto turn 2. Turn 2, we still have the Fog of War deck, so let's place on a 6, we'll have a Fog of War card on a 6, and we actually have right away a Fog of War card. So this turn, every model get a +2 to their defense stat, because there is a huge fog happening on the board. Okay, that's cool. So Fog of War card. That is actually a fog. So, jumping on to the movement phase, it's start of turn 2. Next turn, one enemy will spawn, two enemy actually will spawn over here. So, if I want to move that team, where is the best? I really don't want to go in the middle of the streets here, so I will actually move my team down here in the back of that SUV. I've moved my team, they have line of sight on that token, so let's actually unveil what it is, and it's a clear card, so no enemy on that placement token. Now I'm going to pause the camera, move all the other placement tokens. End of the movement for the enemy, nothing particular, we jump on to turn 3. Turn 3, we first have 2 Black Powder Red Earth 28mm miniature that arrive on the board. They look really cool. So yeah, that's the Black Division that arrived just behind us. As I said, they are really hunting us, and yeah, they just start behind me. They will just follow me, trying to kill me. So that's it for they spawn here. Now we have a Fog of War card on 6. A 5, no Fog of War card. So jumping onto my movement phase, I'm going to move 6 inches over here. That guy will do actually. That's tough because we have a placement token over here. He's looking in that direction. 90-degree detection angle, he can't really see us. So let's actually do that and look in our back. Yeah, end of my movement. We have now the enemy movement. So that team here will move 6 inches straight in our direction. So that will bring them here. So they are not in line of sight of my team right now. Let's actually move them only 4 inches. Let's say that on a 1, 2, 3 they will move here, and on a 4, 5, 6 they will move on the opposite side. And they will actually move on the opposite side in that direction, trying maybe to flank me. So that's it for the Black Division. Now I'm going to check the direction the scavs will, the other placement token will move. Starting with this one, he is not actually facing me, so that's perfect, and he's not moving, and I'm not now going to move all the other placement token. So we have actually that placement token that move and that can see my guy. So let's actually unveil what we have here. Oh no! No! No way! So we have actually one enemy. What is it? And it's a 5! Ouch! Okay, actually, yeah, I have only 2 men remaining, so it won't be that huge. Yes, yeah, it's still 2 scavs, so we still have 2 scavs that spawn here. Oh, that's... Oh no, I really don't needed that. So we have 2 scav that spawn right there. They were maybe just guarding that back door. So that's their movement. Now let's check if they actually can see my guy. Checking the range, it's 10, but I am a bit hidden behind the car, so they can't really completely see me. So they are militia, they detect on a 5+. Yeah, let's actually say that they detect on a 5+, so they have 2 guys. Oh, a 5 and a 6, okay, so perfect roll for those enemies, so they detect me. That means that they will fire at me in the combat phase. On my side, I don't actually, that guy is looking, yeah, he was actually looking maybe on that direction, so maybe he's looking at that. Let's unveil also this one, and that one is clear. Okay, so no enemy on this one. Okay, so the enemy see me, I can't see anything, no shooting phase for me, we jump onto the shooting phase for these enemies. As you can see here, I'm pretty well hidden behind that car, so let's say I will get a +3 in defense behind the car. So now let's do the shooting for the two enemies. The two enemies are scavs. So the first one, the one that is crouched, is equipped with an AK and the other one with an FAL. Starting with the AK, on a 1, 2, 3 standard fire, 4, 5, 6 rapid fire. So a rapid fire, a 5 and a 1. You have a shooting stat of 3. So that's basically an 8. Now rolling defense on that 8. 2. I have Archer. Archer have 2 points of defense plus 2, that's a total of 4. 5, 6, 7, because I'm behind that car. That's not enough. That first bullet touched me. No. The second bullet here is a 3 plus a 1. Oh no, actually no. Rewinding the roll. I have a 7. The enemy 5, 6, 7, 8, but -1 because of the rapid fire. So that's a 7. So my defense roll of 2 is actually enough to beat that. 2 plus 2 points in defense, that's a total of 4. Plus 3 points because I am behind that cover, that's 7. That's enough. That's enough. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's great. That shots miss me, and here we basically only have a 3, and I don't actually need even to roll that, it's automatically a miss. So the two shots from this guy miss me. Now let's check with that other guy. He's equipped with an FAL, so he's doing a standard fire. Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, those scavs are damn good. Rolling for defense. Oh, yes, perfect defense roll, I'm good. So the 2 shots miss me. They just, maybe they eat that and we have some, we don't have explosion for now in that campaign. So yeah, let's just say that the round just missed me. So that's the end of that turn. Unsuppressed shot did happen here, so the enemy will move toward me next turn. So next turn we have now the next team that will come is in the following turn. Now we have a Fog of War card on a 5. A 4, no Fog of War card. So we'll jump onto the movement phase now. So here I have Scarecrow that just saw the round, is just turning, and is advancing toward the enemy. While he's advancing, he's throwing a flashbang at those enemies. So he's doing the roll for the throw, a 5 plus shooting stat of 6, that's enough. The flashbang land exactly where he wants, which is between those two guys. The two guys are stunned by that stun grenade. So that's good, that means their stats are reduced to 1. In the meantime, we have Ozone here that will just move and that will just be on the back here behind that car covering Archer. So that's it for now. So now we have those 2 enemies here that will advance 6 inches here. They arrive here. So they can't see me for now. So now they can't see me. So now how many enemy scavs, how many placement tokens? 6. Oh, okay, so 6 placement token will move 6 inches toward the gunfight. So we have that one that will move 6 inches. We have that one here that will move 6 inches. 1, 2, 3. That's actually all the placement token that will move towards the gunfire. So some placement token have line of sight actually on those enemies, and that could be helpful for us. So that one here and that one here have line of sight on those enemies. So let's unveil one after the other, clear and clear. So those 2 are actually clear, of course. I could have totally be helped by those scavs firing at the Black Division, but that's not going to happen, I guess. So that's end of the movement for the enemy. Now we jump onto the combat phase. Combat phase, I have Archer here that will fire at the first enemy. Firing with the Remington here, firing 1 bullet. 4 plus shooting stat of 6, that's a 10, plus red dot laser, that's a 12. The enemy can't beat that, he's automatically hit by that shot. Checking lethality, lethal on a 3 plus. Yes, 3 plus. So that first scav is immediately killed. So that's it for this turn. We jump onto the next turn. This turn here, a new team of Black Division arrives on the board. Jumping on to command phase, just checking if some of them enter Overwatch. So that team here enter Overwatch on a 5+. They don't. The Scav here enter Overwatch on a 5+. He also don't, and yeah, that's basically it. So jumping on to the movement phase, I have Archer here. Yeah, actually, Archer will just move and enter hand-to-hand combat with that Scav. And here I have Ozone that will just move here, and he will still actually just look in the back, trying to cover Archer, cover his friend. So that's it for my movement phase. Let's actually, move the Black Division. Actually, that Black Division can see, I can also see him, but he can see me. So actually, yeah, let's do that in the combat phase. That second Black Division here will still move towards me. Same for the 4-man team over here. The 4-man team arrive on that side. So now let's do the combat here, the melee combat. So for Archer 1, for the Scav 3. So Archer have a melee of 4 plus 1, that's a 5, plus 1 because he's starting that melee fight, that's a 6. The Scav have a 3, that's same number, so I need to reroll. Yeah, let's reroll for Archer. Oh, that's better. And now for this Scav, a 3, that's not enough. So, yeah, we were just battling here, and I managed to just knock him out. So yeah, that's it for that. Actually, now jumping onto the movement for the placement token. So I think there is one over here that will move 6 inches, that one will move also 6 inches, and we have that one, that third, and will just arrive roughly here. 1, 2, 3, yeah, no more placement token. So that's it. We can jump onto the combat phase. For the combat phase, I will have Ozone here fire at the Black Division guy here. So he will do a double tap. So I don't need the Scav anymore for now, and I need the PMC. So a 5 and a 2. Ozone have a shooting stat of 4. 4 plus 5, that's 9, plus 2 accessory, but minus 2 of... Actually, I have a grip. I have a grip on that weapon. Let's reroll that 2, and it's also a 2. So I have plus 2 because of the red dot and laser, minus 1 because of the rapid fire. So that's a total of plus 1. So 4, 5, we have a 10, and we have a 7. So let's roll defense on the 10. 2 plus 2 points in defense, that's a total of 4, plus there are some stuff in between us, so let's give 2 points in defense. That's still not enough. I'm still touching him with that first weapon, with that first round. Now checking the second round, it's a 2, 4, 5, 6, it's a 7. Rolling defense, oh, that's actually enough to beat the second round. So the first round, touch the enemy, checking lethality now. Oh, that's not enough to kill him. Checking the wound, the casualty, and it's still a critical wound. That guy is down and he is bleeding out. So that's it for this turn. No other enemy have a line of sight on me, so that's great. So I can jump onto, jumping on to the next turn. A new team arrive on the board, so we now have 9 Black Division on the table, tracking down my team. So that's it for the spawn of enemy. Now we have a Fog of War card on a 4. A 2 no Fog of War card, and I actually might have forgot to play that rule here. I probably just forgot, but yeah. Anyway. Jumping onto the movement phase here, Archer will just advance because he wants to escape and arrive face to face with that placement token. So let's hope it's not, and it's clear. Okay, so perfect. No enemy on the back alley here. Ozone, that might be tough. Actually, that's enough. That's enough to put me out of sight of any potential enemies. So that's great. He's just here. So my team is pretty safe for now. Now we jump onto the movement phase for the enemy. So here, that team is advancing 6 inches. So they will arrive over here. Let's also say that because they don't have a line of sight on me, they will also run another 4 inches. That guy here on the back will do the same, but he will go on the opposite direction. So 6 inches will bring him here, and another 4 inches will bring him here. So that's it for the movement. Let's just maybe unveil that token here. That token is also clear, so I think we don't have any more scavs in the board. Yeah, not scav, but yeah, potential scavs. So that's it. That's it for the movement. Actually, we have that new team that just arrived, and they will actually just. One team is going already in that direction. They will just move 10 inches toward that area here. So yeah, that team is advancing near the entrance of the gas station. So that's it for this turn. We jump onto the next turn. Next turn we have a Fog of War card on a 3. A 2, no Fog of War, that's cool. So yeah, I will jump onto the movement phase. Do we have some enemy that enter Overwatch? Maybe this one here on a 5+. And he's not, it's a 1, so no Fog of War for this turn, for this guy. So I'm going to move 6 inches, that will bring me over here, and now I'm seeing that guy, so those two, my two friendly here will face off that enemy Black Division. So for the enemy, for the guys here, they will move 6 inches, arriving. Just going to remove those scavs. So here, 6 inches will bring them here. 1, 2. Do they want to run on a 5+? They will run, so no, they don't. That team here will try to... Yeah, they want to maybe surround me, so let's say that 1, 2, 3 they will move here to support that guy, and 4, 5, 6 they will move in the street. And it's a 2, so for now they are just following that guy, so 6. They arrive over here. And let's say that on a 5 to 6 they will run, so yeah, no, they don't run. So that's it for now. We jump onto the combat phase. So combat phase, first enemy that will fire is Archer here on the back, in first position, so he's firing 1 bullet. Oh, a 2, not super great. A 2, shooting stat of 6, that's an 8 plus red dot and laser. That's a 10, -1 because of the long guard, that's a 9. Checking defense. Oh, a 2 plus... Not that, this. Ooh. Oh, come on, card. Okay. So 2 plus 2 points in defense, that's a total of 4. That's definitely not enough. So I touch him now, checking lethality, please. Yes, 6! Yes, it's a lethal shot, so I hit that guy and he's killed right away. So that's it, no more enemy to fire at. Here on the back, Ozone will reload his weapon. We don't have a lot of ammo left, as you can see here. We have one full mag, one half mag, and here it's one full mag and some magazine with just a little bit of ammunition in them. Yeah, so that's end of the shooting phase for me. Now for these enemy, they can't see me, so yeah, that's basically it. We jump onto the next turn. Next turn might be the turning point of this whole campaign, because I have a full team coming from that side, a team coming from the back, so that's going to be tough. So those enemies here can't see me, neither of those, so none of them will enter Overwatch. Neither of my guys. So I'm going to move straight into the movement phase. And that's where it's going to be a bit tough. Okay, so where can I go with 6 inches? I'm going to pause the camera and just move my team and show you where I move them just after. Okay, so I originally wanted to stay around that area and fight off the enemy, but finally what I decided is just to run with my 2 guys up behind the container to not be exposed here in that middle area. So that team here, they saw from that hole in the barricade that I just move in that direction. So let's say that on a 1, 2, 3, they will split. One group will come here and one group will come here. So it's a fight, they won't split. That means that that whole group will move away in that direction, trying to flank me. And that group here will follow me here. Okay, so the first group here just move in the middle of the street. They can't see my guy because here we have a concrete wall. But something I didn't check is that actually here the 2 first assaulters here have a line of sight on Ozone on the back. And I don't have a line of sight on them, and also I run, so I can't fire at them anyway. So those 2 guys will fire at me. So 1, 2, 3 standard fire from the first one, so it will be a rapid fire for the first guy. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Let's say I got a +1 in defense because yeah, I have some I have the concrete barrier, but yeah, that's probably not going to be enough. 6 and 4. Ooh. 6 and 4, shooting stat of 5, so we have... do we have some accessory? They both have red dot, so a 12, yeah, I can't beat that, even with my defense of 3. So I can't beat that one, and on that one it's... Yeah, I can't beat any of those shots actually. Oh damn! Ah damn! So those 2 shots actually hits me. So it's 2 4 plus. It's a 4 plus lethality weapon, so I'm going to roll 2 times on the 4 plus lethality table. Okay, so the first one, I think is a bit broken, but yeah, it's between 4 and 14, but yeah, let's say it's a 4. Oh! Okay, I would have rather took the 14. No, 4 and 14 are bad anyway. So it's a 4, it's a heavy wound, I'm bleeding out, I'm stunned, I'm critically wounded on the legs. The second wound, it's a 16. Oh damn. Oh damn. Okay. Even though I have a body armor, that body armor is -1 to lethality roll. So that body armor is not enough to save me. So basically here we have those two guys arriving, they both fire at me. One hits me critically on the leg and at the same time just receiving a fatal wound on the torso. So Ozone here is killed. Okay, so yeah, I said it, this turn is going to be bad. But I'm still up, I still have Archer. Archer need to run to the extract, which is over here actually, so yeah, not sure how we will do that. But yeah, that's the end of the turn. We jump onto the next turn. Last turn actually I forget a Fog of War, so I'm going to do that on that turn. So we have Fog of War card on a 2, and we have 1, and it's clear. No Fog of War this turn. So, Archer is here. I don't really know what he could do to face off all those enemies. So, 6 inches. Okay, so let's say he will move here and just turn around beyond the cover from the container, waiting for enemies to arrive. So that's it for him. That group here will move 6 inches in his direction, so we have one guy arriving here. Two guys here will be moving on the back. And same thing on that side. That team here is moving 6 inches. 6 inches will bring them here. They don't have line of sight, so they're just going... Yeah, no, let's say that they will just stay here. Like if I were them, I won't rush to an unknown position. I'm going to wait and not just rush blindly here. So what I'm going to do is just remove that pile of container just to see line of sight with Archer here. So Archer here have line of sight on the first enemy here and the one on the left, and both of them can also fire at Archer. Both enemy will get a +2 in defense, same as me. So let's fire first at the first enemy. So I'm going to do... Archer here is equipped with the Remington. He will do a standard fire. 1, oh damn. 1 plus red dot laser, that's +2, -1 because of the long arms, that's a total of +1, so it's a 2 plus 6 of my shooting stat. It's an 8, rolling for defense for the enemy. Oh, I have a chance, so 1 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually I hit that enemy, so now lethality roll, it's a 4. Oh, actually, yeah, perfect, because it should be a 3 plus lethality, but because enemy are wearing body armor, it's a 4 plus lethality, but it's enough to kill that first enemy right away. So now it's the combat phase for the enemy, so that guy here will be firing 1, 2, 3 standard fire, 4, 5, 6 rapid fire, firing 2 times, ooh, a 6 and a 2, a 6 and a 2, the 6 is dangerous. So, 6, they have a red dot sight, it's within the first range, so the first one is a 12 with this shooting stat, the first one is a 12, and I can't beat that with my defense of 2, even if I roll, oh actually, 6, 7, 8, no, I have 2 points of defense. I have 2 points because I'm hiding behind the container, that's 4. Even if I roll a 6, that will be a 10, that's not enough to beat that 12. So that first round touched me. The second one, 5, 6, 7, 8, I can beat that one. Okay, so it's broken. It should have been a 5. Oh, perfect, a 6. So the second round missed me. But that one actually touched me. So it's again a 4 plus lethality. No! No! Wait one. Yes! Yes! So it should be a 20, but I have that crazy big helmet that gave me -2 on casualty roll on head wound. Oh, Yes. Okay, so I'm not killed. Ah, damn it, because yeah, really, that icon is for the 20 should be killed in action, but because of that, oh, never mind. It should be a 20, but -2, that give me an 18. 18 is the model is instantly unconscious. So that helmet actually saved my life, but the concussion from the bullet hitting the helmet just make me unconscious. And that's basically it. I'm just here unconscious. And in the following turns, that Black Division team here will arrive. And they will just kill me and steal the secure container. They will just steal that secure container. If you are familiar with the Red series from Escape from Tarkov, that's a bit... that campaign was inspired by that. So I will place a link in the description down below, because really, if you want to see a short movie, like 1 hour, with heavy and intense gunfight, just have a look at that. It's a crazy good looking and achieved movie. It's all in Russian, but just the gunfight is amazing. And that ending here was actually inspired by that movie. So that's it. We didn't manage to escape from Tarkov. Our guy here, all our team was killed. That PMC group here, the Black Division, that is working directly for the Terra Group company. Just turn on us. They just kill all my men, and really just awesome looking guys from Black Border Raiders. And yeah, that's basically the end of that campaign. Hope you all like it. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of that campaign. The next campaign will be Spectre Operation Patriot, as you may already have heard. Not going to be tomorrow, because I have a lot of stuff to do, including building all my force, building some new terrain, creating the rules. So in the meantime, I might do a couple of scav runs in Tarkov. I also want to come back to Operation Dark Winter and just fight off some of the faction I didn't encounter last year in my Operation Dark Winter campaign. So yeah, that's the next plan for the channel. And hopefully, at some point, I also want to do some learning the basics of Spectre Operation Tarkov, but yeah, that's still work in progress in my mind. So that's it. Thanks everyone for watching that video, and I will see you all for the next one. Bye everyone.